Hey, what's up? I'm Jordan Fisher, and I am the man of the hour. Spoke to Justin about everything ranging from my Be My Friend merch launch campaign to the Flash, to music, to life in general, all sorts of stuff that remind us to be better people. Stay tuned.
You're someone I've looked at and I'm like, wait, I haven't met that many people in the business that that can, sing, dance, do all these things and be really good at all of them. And that's you. So Jordan Fisher, buddy, we're already recording. So I am so happy you said yes to doing this. I don't have you for long and I don't care. We might as well change the name of the podcast. I swear I've hit an hour with maybe 5 out of the 50 plus guys on this show. But thanks for saying yes, man.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
You're a legend. Let me tell you that much. So you're an entertainer. You're a singer. You're a dancer. You made many of us cry, laugh. You make everybody feel great. I feel like when they're in your presence or in your aroma, as I may say, man. And I've been watching your social at least, and so I was researching a lot over the past 6 months since I literally been talking to Laura, and I was like, well, I don't know if Jordan will ever come on, but I'll follow him for now and just keep watching what you're doing, buddy. So I really took a lot of mental notes before this conversation because I want to start with Be My Friend. You'd launched this merchandise campaign, and the reason I want to start here, man, is because I think that you have a lot to give to the world, and I think when you have a massive platform like you do, that's a super powerful thing to endure. But the ways that you've always went about it, from what I've seen over the last couple of years, is so authentic. But I want to start with the merchandise. So hopefully, anybody listening right now, if I didn't tell you before with a pre-recorded thing, thanks for listening. You could have chose any other podcast, but you chose the Men of the Hour, and Jordan Fisher is here right now. But dude, Be My Friend. So how did that come to life? Break it down for us, and then what was some of the responses from it, and then I'll give you my response.
Well, my stylist is my design partner on my merch line, and Veronica is her name, Veronica Gray. She's absolutely incredible, and we are friends first, right? Like we really know each other, we get each other, we understand each other. And in talking about my brand and Jordan Fisher, the quote unquote Jordan Fisher of it all, and all of like the different things that I do and all of the realms of the entertainment industry that I'm in and what I cross through is there is a consistency in how I am as a person, because I think that it is remarkably important, especially on social media, and especially on social media today and in 2021, is to be an actual human being. Have good days and have bad days. Have great days and have even worse days. And my not expressing how I feel about certain things, my little mental health check tweets that I do when I tell people, all right, cool, I'm having a bad day today, let's talk about it. Like mental health, especially as a man, especially as a Black man, is not talked about very often. And that's a very important thing for me. One of the things that I've always wanted to normalize, because again, it's just who I am as a person. I'm a very affectionate person. I'm a very nurturing person. I have the best parents and the most incredible wife, and our families are all the same way. We're all very affectionate and very nurturing, and we're compassionate, and we want to love. Like, that's just it. Like, I just want to love people because I actually just baseline, I like humans. I think that people are really fascinating. Like,
and they're good.
They by nature start off good.
Right.
That's where
no matter
we begin.
What.
Right. So it's always there for you. It is always like, that's a core thing, whether or not you might have some crossed wires somewhere, innately you start off good, right? Whatever happens is how you become who you are. For me, it's so community oriented. Be My Friend is, and I'm trying to be brief here because I want you to be able to ask more questions and things, but I'm obviously very passionate about this. Be My Friend it's that simple. Be My Friend started because I say that to people. My friend started because I literally, like, if there's somebody that I'm like, oh my God, I feel fed by you, I like having you around, I feel safe with you, I like having you in my home, like be my friend.
That's it.
I'd love for you to be my friend. Like, I think it's really important because there are a lot of people that feel like they have none. I have somebody in my life that's very important to me right now that's going through a really rough time, and she told me that she feels like she genuinely has no one in her life. And
not the only one.
Yeah. And I get to say, like, oh, baby, you do. I promise. Man. So
this is why we love you, Jordan. I swear, I kind of knew that was going to be your answer, but dude, give us an idea really quickly. I don't want to leave that topic. I know we don't have long, but is on the other side of allowing people to feel your affection and your love, right? I think that's what we need to hear from you right now, which is that, if you're listening right now and you've ever felt like you didn't have a friend, you have one in Jordan and I, right? I guess if you're listening
100%.
to this, but really, dude, the other side of that's such a fucking great place to be, and to know that you have a community of people. It doesn't matter, the depth of those relationships can vary. And I think like you
Yeah.
and I can start here and then later build a deeper friendship. You might have a different relationship with your wife, obviously, than you do your friends from childhood, but they're both probably pretty deep. But like on the other side
Yeah.
of showing people what that is, what does that usually look like for you as you're building friendships?
Um, that's a really great question. Again, we're community people. Ellie and I are both from the South. We met when we were
Stop,
kids
dude.
when we
Yeah, I'm
met.
from Tennessee.
Yeah. 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 So we're from Birmingham, and we were literal children, 9 and 13 years old, and we're friends growing up. And of course, like, as life happened or whatever, we started dating and we got married and whatnot. The thing that
Mhm.
hasn't changed for us is how we like our house. We like our house full of people that we love. We're very picky about who, like, we let in,
Mhm.
um, but what we give out is
Mhm.
always love, and is always tender and patient and gentle and caring and whatnot, because
Mm,
like we don't know where people are coming
I
from ever.
know.
You
Yeah.
never know where someone is coming from. I'm never gonna look at somebody and be like, dude, don't be a fucking, I'm not gonna do that, because I don't know where you're coming from. I'm just gonna tell you, hey, don't like how you're being with me right
That's
now.
it.
We're not gonna
That's it.
continue this conversation. Call me tomorrow.
Mm,
Call me tomorrow. Take a breather, right? Like,
yeah.
I just refuse. I refuse to like expend my energy in ways that I don't need to, right?
Mm,
So
mm,
for us, the way that we like to take care of people, the way we like to nurture, come over to the crib.
that's it.
We'll have music playing when you arrive. I will
Yeah.
be in the kitchen. I'll be cooking. We'll pour you a glass of wine. We'll sit. We'll
That's
talk. We'll
it.
have a great time. For me, it's also streaming. Hang out in my
I was just
chat.
gonna
I
say.
have real life friends of mine that I see and have plans to hang out with that evening, that will hang in my chat when I'm streaming, because they have other friends in my community that they've never even met before. They
Mm,
have like,
mm.
it's so like, I think that like community and giving people a place where they belong is, I mean, that's Evan Hansen. That's
Yeah,
that's literally Evan. Evan has only ever wanted to feel like he belonged somewhere and felt like he had people aside from
that's
his
right.
mom,
Oh
which
yeah.
he does. He's got his mom, but he deals with all sorts of other things. I have depression and anxiety, and I have a great therapist, and I have a great relationship with anxiety and depression. So like,
Oh yeah.
those things don't change, but like, if as a human being I can wake up every day and know that, like, oh, Jordan's streaming, I'm gonna go to his Discord and check in on friends and make sure they're gonna be watching his streams, and we can like talk and hang and chat, or like be in Discord while he's streaming, and why like that.
Uh-huh.
If it's me just being a person that plays
Mhm.
video games or sings or makes music or makes whatever that can bring people together, great,
That's it.
awesome. There's a actually, this is really dope. My coffee's kicking in. There's a really dope thing that I saw on Twitter like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
The Fish Fam is what my community calls themselves. There are like 8 of them that are on a road trip right now, picking each other up from different states so that they can like go somewhere and like go
Hopefully
do a
come see you,
vacation.
man.
Wouldn't that be dope?
Wouldn't that be
Yeah, well,
dope?
they're gonna come up
Oh,
to like, they will all come up to New York to see Evan Hansen. But like,
that's right.
what I'm saying is, like, in my chat on Twitch, there's a collection of 8 people that have become a unit for the last 2
Yeah.
years. They're like a unit, and they like fly and visit each other and hang up, and they met each other through my stream. They looked at each other one day and said, "Hey, will you be my friend?" And that happened.
It's a ripple effect, man. And that's like you
Yeah,
being a great orchestrator and a leader, right? Community leader. You said you were a human first. I think all of us are human first. Both you and
right.
I both are very human first. And I think something that can be noted as similar between the two of us is that when you see people that are in need of community, you take it upon yourself to build that. Whether
Right.
you're pouring the glass of wine, for me it'd be bourbons. Take note, bro. You know what I mean? But really, especially if I'm gonna come see Evan Hansen, dude, right there. Okay, I see it. Bar cart.
I've
Bar
got
cart.
23-year
Hey, that's
Pappy Van Winkle back there.
Jordan, dude. Fishman. Have you ever been called fisherman? No, fisherman.
Fisherman. I get a lot of fish, J fish.
You know why I say
Uh,
fisherman, bro? Imagine, like, I feel like you cast a wide fishing net and you go after as many things as possible that you're
yeah,
passionate about. Listen, dude, and you execute so fucking well. And
thanks,
something I wanted
Justin.
to ask you about, buddy, is people are often called jack of all trades, master of none. I want to change that for you and say you're jack of all trades, master of all those trades. But how did you get to
Oh,
that point?
thanks,
I mean,
man.
listen, and if you're listening right now, we're gonna close here in just a sec. Jordan's a busy dude, and I'm just glad you got to stop by for just a second. But look, now you're Flash on CW, right?
Yep.
And you just mentioned Evan Hansen. Now you're gonna go back to New York and do it again. And
Yep.
you're about to do something super exclusive with Rolling Stone here just a bit. Like, how
Yep.
do you maintain? How did you get to a point of being able to be so good at all these different things? Performing, acting, singing, dancing.
Building a great team. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to do what I do if I didn't have an amazing team. They give me hours in the day that don't exist, and I need those hours to maintain sanity.
Mm,
And that's something that's super important to me as well. Like, even if it's this happened a while ago where we're like, backrolled right now in terms of timing on a lot of these interviews because
sure.
just like naturally what happens. But I was like, I need 5 minutes to eat. It's like, it is what it
Yeah.
is. And I know that this is a big outlet or whatever, but like, I need a second. And my team cares deeply about who I am as a person
Oh,
and
I know.
how I live.
Yeah.
And they know that I'm painfully aware of if I'm not in like a good place or good space, I'm going to be very straightforward about that and say, hey, I need 15 minutes. I need 2 minutes. I need 2 weeks. I need a day. I need something so that I can refresh and do what I need to do so that I can be the best version of me for everyone else, including myself.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys come back for 2.0 with Jordan because I want to get to the next talking point, which is being Mr. Flash. Dude, this is your first time playing a superhero,
Yes, sir.
right? But on the 2.0 of Jordan's interview, I guess you can expect that next year. We'll do something in person soon, buddy. We'll get back to all that stuff. I want to talk
Love
about your
that.
upbringing, maybe a little bit more about actually building that team, and then eventually getting to a point where you're so passionate that no matter what the project is, you can kind of stay focused on all of it. So I'll tease that because we are going to bring you back eventually. But the
Love that.
CW Flash, man, when I think of Flash, I actually forgot it was a superhero. So you brought it back to reality for a lot of us. But as playing a superhero, my friend, what did you learn about yourself, especially as an actor, as a performer, and then what we talked about, which is you being a community leader?
I was that's a great question. I was reminded of my childlike love for
Mm,
what I do. I think it's really easy to get into the routine of things and go through the motions, and you go on set, you can hop on a plane and go to the meeting and go to the thing, and you're in the boardroom or you're on stage or whatever.
yeah,
It's not difficult to forget your childlike like love for what you're doing,
yeah.
and working on the Flash brought that back for me. It was like, oh my god, I'm playing a superhero. I'm playing a fucking superhero. I am in the suit. I have superpowers, and I'm playing. This character specifically
Mm,
is a character that knows how dope he is. He's a character that
yeah.
knows how powerful and how cool he is. But at the
Mm,
end of the day, is a human first
that's it.
and is a family person first. And I couldn't relate more to that.
No, you couldn't have, dude. And thanks for being a gentle reminder to anybody listening and myself today, dude. I think that I've often said this, the term man of the hour exists for guys like you that are running around doing what you love, buddy. And you just gave us a gentle reminder for the past couple minutes. So thanks for saying yes again.
It's my pleasure, man. It's very nice to meet you, Justin.